Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me. I'm here with a special 11/11 partial solar eclipse in Leo reading. The messages in this reading are also going to incorporate some of the energies that were coming through over the Lionsgate portal. And I kid you not, at the time of this recording, it is basically almost 11/11 right now. I swear I could not have planned this if I tried. This is just when I had time today to finish up my day and sit down and upload. And you can't make this stuff up. And I'm glad that I'm actually doing this on the eve of the eclipse, because I had a chance to meditate with the energies, and they are really quite extraordinary what is coming through, and it's definitely coming through in the cards and messages. So I'm really excited to deliver these messages tonight here for you guys. And I just want to say a couple quick things before I get into that. In my last video, I mentioned a reading special that I'm doing right now, really in honor of these tremendous energies. And I mentioned that there were only going to be about 5 or 6 cards pulled, because it was more like an overview. But the messages that are coming through are so powerful and strong. I've been guided to pull about double cards so far. So, and I'm going to extend the date of that special as well. It's $25, and you can order it all through next week, whatever date that is. I can't do the math presently, but just email me before the end of next week and I will offer you that special price. And I'm going to also post the link below for Betty's Synchronized Meditation Group. She's a twin flame in our community. She organized this. It's 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every night for about an hour, and it's just a great way to connect with other light workers and twin flames around the world and do a lot of good, bring a lot of joy and healing onto Gaia. And there's a soundtrack that they prefer to meditate to, so that's optional, of course, but I'll link that below. It is really beautiful. They've been using it for months now, and it's a really beautiful piece of music. So please join in if you can. So I'm going to now get into these cards. I faced a few obstacles before, so once again, these messages are powerful, and certain energies don't want them to come out. So really hoping that I can get through this video and use the power of 11:11 p.m. So this breaks down to a number 3 day tomorrow, August 11th. It is, of course, an 11:11 gateway, being as though 2018 breaks down to a number 11 year. It's in 18 degrees Leo, which breaks down to a 9. So it is a very powerful time of endings, and you can see that very clearly here in the cards, especially in this Tower card and in the Death card here. I have this set up as the Divine Masculine on this side, the Divine Feminine on this side, but take what resonates with you, because as I was meditating with the cards and setting them up, it felt like there was a lot of equilibrium and congruency, so it really could sort of go either way. But I am sensing more that this is the masculine side, this is the feminine side. As always, disregard my pronouns. And there's a lot of balance and beautiful energy across the board. And I talked a few times about the 606 that I've been seeing in my own personal journey, and the 609, and some of you guys have reached out to me and have said the same thing. You're getting the same number. So I'm getting 606 more. I'm getting 609 more now. And in short, what I'm getting with that, and I did express this in some other videos, but there is a powerful merging of energies. And I think that that's also why, when I was laying out the cards, I was trying to figure out the balance of where each partner went. And there's a powerful just like merging of energy, like coming together. And I really feel that that is what my guides were showing me in this 609. And if you guys have watched prior videos, which you probably have, then you'll understand more of the significance of that. But I just say all that to say we're in just really extraordinary energy right now, and I am sensing it myself with my own union, and some of you guys have emailed me, have even said as well that you are experiencing an actual merge going on right now, an actual like physical, metaphysical merge, and it's powerful. And I am somewhat overwhelmed by it in a good way. It's a good feeling, but there's a tremendous magical energy, really. I'm glad that I got this Magician card, because that is really summing up what I am feeling. There's an overflow of love that seems to be going on. So I'm going to start with the Divine Masculine side. As we can see, we have 3 major arcana energies, really powerful stuff, really powerful shifts going on with him. It starts with the 5 of Cups energy here. And so what you can see really just by the depiction of the card, this is someone who is just deep in sorrow and is sort of lost in their thoughts. And I'm sensing a lot of remorse and regret and just feeling alone. You can see the man in this card, he's facing away from the Divine Feminine side, and is just feeling a sense of loss, really. And you can see all the wine goblets out of his feet, the wine that has been spilled from the cups. It's just a sense of loss, depletion, a turning away of this situation. The good thing about that, though, is that quickly turns around in the Wheel of Fortune card. But the other information I'm getting in this card is I do feel that a lot of the Divine Masculines are, because we're in such powerful eclipse energies, and they do tend to bring up things from the past, and shadow aspects of ourselves. I do feel that they're sensing a lot of regret for maybe ways that they may have treated their counterpart, or ways that they have acted, or feeling sorry about the silence that is going on. There's just a lot of sort of like sadness and sort of like general confusion that is happening currently, and that has been happening as a result of the eclipse energy, the portal energy. And it's just general purging as well from other past events, not just what has been happening in their twin flame partnership, things from past timelines as well. But there is a lot of there always is angelic guidance, of course, over us, but especially in this card you can see it here. And like I said, this is a fleeting energy, because we have this one coming through the Wheel of Fortune card, and this was also in the July 27th eclipse reading as an outcome energy, I believe. So I think it was in that particular position. So this energy was kind of sneaking up upon us from weeks back, and now it's here. And it is a card of course, good fortune. You can see the wheel in the background. The wheel is spinning. There's literally a turn of events. It's a new cycle. It's a new beginning, a powerful, really, really, really powerful new beginning, an end of karmic cycles. I do believe that it is an end of karmic connections as well, and I'll get into that. But this is just a really powerful new energy that is available for the masculine right now. And I do definitely believe that he's tapping into it, because we have the Empress card here as the following card. Again, second major arcana card. We have 3 out of 4 here. This is like there's a lot that's coming through on this side with the masculine. A lot of amazing energy. And so what I'm feeling with this Empress card, first and foremost, you can see the baby in this card, the feminine image. The Divine Feminine is absolutely on his mind. Thoughts of her, longing for her, of course, feelings of deep love, deep emotion. But this card really speaks about as well children and fertility energy. So I definitely feel like he is thinking about family, raising a family at some point in the future. Sorry, there's a cat hair. My whole apartment is just imbued with cat hair. Anyway, so yeah, so he definitely has family on the mind. This, of course, with you guys, that goes without saying, but this powerful connection just feels very, it just feels like it is, it's really expressed in this beautiful energy here that is the Empress. And what I like too about this energy is that this energy is now facing the divine feminine side. I always like to, when I see feminine cards, whether it be like the Empress or let's say the High Priestess or Queen of Wands or something like that, on the divine masculine side, because it's just really a powerful indicator that the divine masculine is stepping into his feminine role, his feminine side. And again, that just sort of expresses to me just this powerful merging energy that seems to be going on. There's just like a narrowing in of the divide of what is going on between us. Not that there really ever was a divide, but this could also represent too, I mean, I did mention it being a fertility energy, but it's also just a creation energy, wanting to create new things, new ideas. It is a card of abundance, of moving forward. So there's just like a lot of really powerful, beautiful, loving, inspiring energy that is coming through there. The next card I have for him is the Moon card. Last major arcana card for him. So this is a lot of shadow aspects that I feel are coming up around the solar eclipse. Like, no surprise, again, we have this coming up, and we do have a lot of also shadow aspects coming up on the feminine side. It is a card of illusions, disillusionment. It's a card of also seeing where perhaps there may have been either darkness or betrayal or shadow aspects around you. What I'm getting from my guides really strongly in this card, guys, is that this is a powerful card of an ending of a cycle with the karmics. I feel that really strongly. I've never felt it so strongly in a reading before today. I feel that the message in this card is the divine masculine may be discovering aspects of infidelity in their karmic relationships, or if it's not infidelity, it's just general dishonesty, an energy of deceit that may have been going on, and that is going to be coming up to the surface, and it's being revealed, and it's going to basically force the end of those karmic cycles, which is, again, no surprise, because this is what eclipses do, right? It brings powerful endings, not just minor, and I mean, it could bring minor endings as well too, but really powerful doors closing, and it really feels like it's an end of a chapter with them, with these karmics. So if your divine counterpart is in a karmic situation, this is excellent news. I've been getting this as well in my private readings, and the energy that is coming through in my private readings with these karmic cycles, again, it's like nothing I've ever experienced before. It's powerful. Like, it just feels like it's there's just strong closure on it, and it honestly feels like it's coming this weekend, like like now. That's what I've been getting in some of these private readings. Like, I'm talking the next 24 hours. So this is huge, and it's, I mean, expect the unexpected. If it doesn't necessarily happen in the next 24 to 48 hours, I do feel that this is sort of like the wheels turning, the revelation of not just necessarily karmics, but just people around them, around the divine masculines, who have been deceiving them, and they're just making that clear choice to just want something better for themselves and to move on from it. So I'm going to move over to the divine feminine side now. There's really similar energies going on both sides. So that's why I said kind of, take what resonates with you. But this Tower card really stands out to me a lot. Major Arcana card. We have two Major Arcana cards for the divine feminine. And really, this energy has been with us for some time, this Tower energy. It really feels like it's coming to a head this weekend, though. Again, no surprise with the eclipse. What I'm sensing, though, with this card, guys, is that I while I do definitely feel that it is a feminine energy, I think that it is kind of playing off what the divine masculine is feeling in this Five of Cups energy. It's just sort of like we are taking on some of the purging of this card. So we're taking on our own purging, but you know, this on top of it. So I think that that's why the Tower feels like extra powerful. And as I've expressed in other readings, I definitely feel that we have that extra responsibility as the first to awaken twin to take on extra purging for our twins. So I think that that makes sense. So just keep that in mind. If this is just like a little bit too much to bear and you're like, what the heck is going on? You may be doing some purging for your counterpart as well. Or, you know, some of this or all of it could also be just completely all of your own. So expect big changes in jobs, you know, being guided to move or to cut out certain friends or family members. You know, even just I'm getting to, for some of you, there may even be like some health problems that may be coming up, and it's not anything to worry about. It's just that those things are coming up because you're being forced to make certain dramatic changes to your body. You know, maybe these issues will be coming up because you have to cut out certain foods now once and for all, or you know, you're no longer able to drink or smoke cigarettes or something like that. There's a major closure that's coming, and just trust that it's good. The Tower always brings good energy in the end. It just feels a little, you know, rough as it's coming in. And again, this is the exact type of energy. I mean, really, these two energies, all three of these energies are the exact type of energies you would expect to happen over a powerful eclipse weekend. And this next card for the Divine Feminine, the Death card, is again like another energy you would expect to follow the Tower energy. And this is a beautiful card of renewal, much like the Wheel of Fortune. That's why I just feel there's a lot of just balance going on either side. New awakenings, new ideas, a fresh start, a new you, a powerful new you. My guides are talking again about health issues. So I do feel that applies to at least somebody out there that is listening. And I'm sorry, I should say I don't mean this literally, a health issue, dying, but at least for one person out there listening to this means an ending to certain health problems or even mental health issues, emotional issues. This is a rebirth of a new you, a better you, a healthier you, a better mental state. And it's just a powerful new beginning. I think that some of you, though, this Ten of Wands card is coming in after the fact. So some of you, though, may feel like a little bit like overwhelmed by all of this going on, and you're just like, oh gosh, I have to make all of these changes now, and you know, change my routine or change my diet or change this or that, and it's going to feel a little bit overwhelming for some time. And this is definitely normal, this type of energy to follow an eclipse. But the powerful message in this card in the Ten of Wands is that it speaks about an energy that is heavier than what it actually is. It's just all your perception. So keep that in mind. You're going to be able to work through these changes, and you're going to start to realize really soon that they are for the better. And I think a powerful way really is to just work through that is through the message in this next card, the Four of Swords. So this is the card of rest and restoration. And you may be thinking like, wow, I have all of this stuff I have to do. Like, this doesn't seem like sound advice to just, you know, sort of take a nap. But there's so much that's coming in right now in terms of like activations and powerful upgrading energy and powerful visions and dreams that it's going to sort of like wipe some of you guys out. And I'm already getting this message a lot in my private readings, especially for the Divine Feminine. And I think that this is also because of what's going on in the Divine Masculine side. Like I said, the energy here is like so massive what's happening with the Divine Masculine. It's like you know, it's draining in a sense, but sort of like in a good way. And we are lending our support to him in this way by taking on the burden of some of the purging, so it may sort of drain us. And I'm also getting that some of our divine masculines are having trouble sleeping as well, so that may be why some of us are also extra tired. But we are basically lending our support by helping him out energetically through all these wonderful, amazing changes that he's going through. So yeah, so it's a good thing. I mean, keep that in mind. If you need more sleep, then then take it. Some of you may also be a bit more hungry, or maybe even less hungry as well. And I definitely feel that with this message too is that, and I think I did touch on this, is that we are also going to be getting a lot of messages in our dreams, in our sleep state, upgrades as well, DNA upgrades in our sleep state. So we have that amazing energy to look forward to. And the last card I have for the reading is the Magician card, Major Arcana card, and I can't even find the words to express what's coming through in this energy, guys. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, like I was crying earlier today because I was meditating with these cards, and I was my guides were helping me understand what is going on here, and particularly with this Magician card. And what was coming through was so beautiful, it was so powerful, it was so strong. I was brought to tears, and I'm it's like my heart is beating right now, like even speaking about it. Like it's incredible. It is just so incredible and beautiful. And so many times on this journey, like words fail me to explain what I sense is happening. So what I'm just gonna say is to just trust in this magic. Like I was thinking about this too earlier today. Like if I had to find one word to describe this journey, what this has been like, it's magic. There is no word, at least in the English language, or words to even just summarize what this connection is. And even to say like, oh, I love my twin, I love my twin. Even the word love just fails. It doesn't even, there needs to be like a new word that is created. So I was really thinking, if there was one word to describe our connection with our twins, it would be magic. And here we have the Magician energy as the crowning energy. And this came up for the Divine Masculine in the July 27th reading, and this energy was peeking through. And I even said in that reading, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to see this on the Divine Masculine side. But as you guys probably realize, with readers, I mean, I can speak for myself here, like when you're doing a reading, you really are speaking more of the energy that's coming through of the card. Each card carries a different weight, and the weight of this card is so massive that I see why it was peeking through in that prior reading. It was like showing us like, okay, this is what's in store for us, for the Divine Masculine, really for the Divine Feminine too. And it's arrived. It's at the center of the reading. It's at the crowning position of the reading. But the energy is so beautiful. It's so profound. And like I said, I'm glad that I'm doing this reading on the eve of the eclipse, because I'm experiencing it now. Like at 11:11 p.m. I'm experiencing it now. This wonderful, beautiful energy, and it's just pure love. It's just pure divine love. You can see this infinity symbol above his head. And, it is a card of manifestation and wielding and using the energies to just bring forth new powerful ideas and all of that. And all of that applies. However, what is really just coming through is just a powerful, magical, loving energy. And what I want to say too is like, what brought you guys together on this path, what brought you to your connection to begin with, was pure magic. I mean, think about it. For those of you who can think back to the first day you met, and et cetera, the whole story. We all have such amazing stories that we share. It was pure magic, right? You can't explain it. You can't really fully even understand it. I can't even fully summarize it. And so what brought you together to begin with is what is going to wind up bringing you back together. And you just have to have faith in that, trust in that, trust in the divine order of how it all happened on day one, and how it's going to, happen when these unions return, because they are going to return. And this energy is here in the center because we are both experiencing it, and we're experiencing it really, really powerfully over this weekend. And I think that there's a funny quote that I want to just share with you guys. It's Snoop Dogg actually said it, and I'm kind of laughing because who would have ever thought that I would, share a quote from him in this in a twin flame reading. But also, who doesn't love Snoop Dogg? But anyway, but he said something like, when you're making magic, sometimes the ingredients don't always come with the instructions. You just have to sort of do it. You just have to sort of like throw it together, and that's what feels like is coming through. Like there is this powerful newness. There's this thing that has never been created before, that has never happened before on Gaia. And it's not that we don't have instructions, because we absolutely do. We have so much support from the divine, but there's a certain faith that comes with that, with not really fully understanding this, but yet trusting in it. And when you're creating something like this for the very first time, you just have to just sort of like, have blind faith and just go and just do your part. The divine masculine does his part, and let the divine just sort this all out. And this is the answer, really. This is what's here for you. This is what is coming in now, over this weekend. It is so powerful and strong. So I just want to share with you guys a few more cards too. This is the end of this reading. However, when I was pulling out these cards, I was guided to keep pulling cards from the bottom, as just sort of an expression of more almost like crowning energies. So this is really interesting, because the first 4 cards that my guides had me pull were the 4 cards that came through in the last eclipse reading, and I pulled them in this order. This is actually the order that they also appeared in the last reading, although there were cards in between. And I want to tell you, I've used this deck many times from then until now. I shuffled very, very well. I always shuffle very well, but especially for this reading, I shuffled the cards very well, and I could not believe that. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but my guides definitely wanted me to keep pulling from the bottom to show that these energies are still here. These are the energies, like I said, of the prior eclipse, of that really powerful July 27th eclipse. And it's here to just show us that, faith, God is definitely on our side. We have powerful manifestation energy. Our wishes are God's commands, basically. And this card comes up again. I'm repeating myself because this comes up a lot in twin flame readings, but this is a powerful card for the divine feminine that tends to appear in twin flame readings. But this last card, this 9 of Swords card, again, it's like these two energies sort of facing each other. I'm just trying to see if you guys can see that. So there may still be some shadow aspects that some of you are still facing, but it's like, I feel like it's okay, it's just showing up to remind us that it's like this is all fleeting right now. And the eclipses, or the last eclipse, I should say, that's here. Set your intentions. Set your intentions to release this once and for all, so that it never comes back again. Whatever this is to you, or whatever you feel that this represents to your twin, if you feel that your twin is struggling with something. But this card, the Nine of Cups card, comes up so much in my readings, and what my guides were expressing today is what this is also saying. This 9, and this is why this card keeps coming back, is because the 9 represents endings, right? Like we talked about, but it also represents September. So what I was getting today in my meditation is that, and I know I've spoken to some of you, you're feeling the same thing, is that September is going to be a very, very powerful, transformative month. It may even be a month of 3D physical unions. I wouldn't be surprised to see that based on the energies that's going on here right now. Yeah, I mean, look for it. It's going to be a really, really powerful month. And the last 2 cards that I have for the reading, what I was guided to pull from the bottom, is the High Priestess card, the Hierophant card. So these 2 energies really speak for themselves here. I mean, this is a really powerful divine feminine energy. This is really what we are walking into at this time, and we are balancing our light aspects, our dark aspects, as illustrated in these 2 pillars rather, in this card. And this is just a card of just deep knowing, of trust and faith, and being very powerful on your throne, and knowing the power of your gifts, not being afraid to utilize them, not being afraid to share them with the world. And this book here represents deep knowledge, deep from many, many, many lifetimes. And the Hierophant card also is a really powerful card for me in twin flame readings. This card appears for me to symbolize the divine, and to symbolize the powerful divine connection that we have with our twin flames, and to just continue to trust, have faith in that. This is really what is presiding over the reading. This is the last card of the reading, the last card I was guided to pull. So I'm just going to leave you guys with that, and I'm sending you all so much love, and please let me know if I can be of any assistance to you. And I hope you guys have a really awesome, beautiful weekend. I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care, everyone.